Today in Parliament, and I think yesterday too, it was mentioned, they said quite a number of contradictions. They said, well, you have to, why are we only relying and having only 700,000 visitors to Fiji? We should be getting 1 million visitors now. But then on the other hand, the same person said, why are you spending $12 million on the golfing tournament? We could have built homes with this $12 million. There's obviously a fundamental lack of understanding that this $12 million that has been allocated in the 2015 budget is the maximum amount payable. It may not necessarily be $12 million, depending on the number of sponsors that the tournament gets. But nonetheless, even if we did pay out the $12 million, the ability to reach to about in excess of 350 million homes cannot be achieved through $12 million spent in the marketing budget for Tourism Fiji. And you can see all the Tourism Fiji people shaking their heads in agreement. And even if you spoke to any of the hoteliers, etc., that you won't be able to achieve that type of viewership with that type of spend. So this is why we've actually agreed to this. And indeed, of course, it does position Fiji, brands Fiji overall. It does also encourage the sport of golf in Fiji. We have created Vijay Singh. Fiji has produced Vijay Singh. Many people, in fact, I think one of the building delegation members from the recent Prime Minister Modi's team said, we wish we had a Vijay Singh. So a country of 1.2 billion people is hoping for Vijay Singh in a country of 890,000 people has produced a Vijay Singh. So we hope to see many other Vijay Singhs come about in this interest that has created. Of course, the ancillary services that are provided to such an event does present opportunities to many Fijian businesses, and some of them I see here today. And of course, we want to foster that, we want to engender that. It does create value to the Fiji National Provident Fund property, which is one of their sort of pride properties, which is the Intercontinental Hotel. But more so is the land next to it where the golf course is situated. They're into the stage of selling lots. So the idea of having an international golf tournament that is going to be hosted in that area obviously increases the value of that land. So I'd like to thank you very much for being here, and I'd like to thank everybody for being here. We look forward to working with you. We've got an agreement to work together for the next 5 years. The Minister for Tourism, of course, you'll be working very closely with, and you're in very capable hands with the Minister for Tourism, who's not just served on the Tourism Fiji board, but of course has been in other facets related to tourism. And I'm sure that it'll be a very close working relationship. I think what we need to do is perhaps from next year onwards put in place a number of, I suppose, committees that can look at how we can better synergize. And I think this is always work in progress in terms of reaping the maximum benefits from this tournament. So, ladies and gentlemen, just with those few words, we welcome the team back again to Fiji. It was very good working with you. Of course, it was a very new thing for everybody. It was a bit of a scary sort of situation at certain times just before the tournament. We were wondering whether we could actually pull it off or not. But of course, it all went very well. I'd like to thank you for that, and thank you for your confidence in Fiji and confidence in the government. Our vision is always to look to the future and plan for the future and get the best return for not just our investors, but also for the Fijian people. So thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing from you about your plans for next year's tournament. Naka.